Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jay, and I will be presenting the opening statement for the negative side of today's debate. Today's debate motion is whether or not money should be given to beggars on a national scale, and our team is against this motion. And first, I would like to start off by giving some definitions to the terms that were brought up in today's topic. Firstly, by money, our team would like to refer to just the current currency within Korea, and this refers to money bills and coins and not other objects such as clothing or food. And secondly, by given, we would like to say that the money is provided directly, hand to hand, from the person to the beggar. And finally, we would like to define beggars as any person in a public place who is asking for money. And now I would like to present our arguments to the audience. Our first argument is that these days there are professional beggars amongst beggars who actually are not in a dire situation and in dire need of money, but just solicit for money because it can be an easy way to make profits. These people, although not in absolute need of money or financial support through begging, only exploit begging as an easy way to gain their financial resources. Now I would like to move on to our second argument. Our team believes that if we continue to give money to these beggars who ask for money, they will eventually become too dependent on this money source. Although beggars can request the government to provide them with employment or any other sort of financial support which they are entitled to, if we continue to provide them with such an easy way to acquire their money, then eventually these people will feel no need to find work or stable employment to earn money for themselves, and then they will continue to lead their life as a petty beggar on the street. Now, our third argument is that in most cases, these beggars do not actually use the money they receive for a meaningful purpose, but only resort to continuing their hazardous habits such as alcohol or cigarettes. These people, mostly addicts who cannot break the habit of smoking or drinking alcohol, only use the money they have earned on buying alcohol and cigarettes, and sometimes alcohol can be excessive consumption of alcohol can be a problem, and drunk people on the streets can also pose a threat to passerby. And now I would like to present to you our final argument. Our team believes that it is human nature that we have selfish dreams within ourselves, which does not obligate us to help others, but to prioritize our own survival and our own well-being before helping others who are in need. Many biologists have actually shown that there are selfish genes within us which make us inclined to actually pursue our own happiness and our own welfare instead of others who are in need. And since we cannot deny our own nature, giving money to beggars, which would mean that we would be helping out those in need, is something that we shouldn't do. And now I would like to wrap up our four arguments. Firstly, we believe that money should not be given to beggars because there are professional beggars out there who are frauds and who fake their situation to appeal to people's sympathy. And secondly, because beggars can become over-dependent on their begging. And thirdly, because the money beggars receive are used only for bad purposes such as buying alcohol or cigarettes, and finally because it is in our nature to only look after ourselves.